Glordenachar, Aguston Wak, Aguston Spirit now, Maraviatus, Maratafos, Agus Maravai, Cabrach, Nasil, Amen. Glory to you, Father, for what you've now bestowed upon us. I know I haven't been the best at showing gratitude and all that, having had a tumultuous life, meeting people with beliefs in different gods and that, but I've always been proud of what I've done in the name of Her Majesty and God and the good of the Commonwealth. My Irish parents made it very clear that I have a lot to be grateful for, having a steady job and now being, promoted to captain and all. I never liked the idea of praying because one was in need, praying because things are bad, but rather when one has abundance. Which is why I'm saying this, because, well, this packet of money, my new salary, if this is how it's going to be, I'll be rich, I'll be a gentleman before long. Burn the furniture, turn up the lights and decrease the food rations. The governor seems to know what he's doing. Surely it can't have anything to do with the coal and that shaking sensation that upset the whole place this morning. No, it's all settling in now into a new order. Yeah. This is Red Moon role-playing.
The sky is dark, and it is freezing cold. Where the sun should be is a sphere of compact darkness, bleeding further blackness into the sky. It seems to want to swallow the few lights that are still lit around the prison. The sun should not be black. God save us all. That is what the chaplain said.
Oh, it does look a bit weird. It does look a bit strange.
This must surely be the work of the devil. A sign of the end times, perhaps.
Oh, no, come on, Wilson. You're overdoing it. It's not the end times. We're having a really strange, I don't know. It could be some sort of weather effect.
I do not know, but I've never seen anything like this, nor read about it in scripture, aside from in the stories of the apocalypse. No. I must make my way back to the city. I need to speak to the deacon and to the bishop.
About this? I look a bit unsure, looking up at the sky, feeling the freezing, biting cold. But I turn to him and I try to force a smile. Well, Wilson, I don't know. Maybe it's just, could be this sort of eclipse of some sort. Have you ever seen like a proper eclipse?
Not like this. I have not. No, not like this. But it's... I wouldn't dare to go out on the roads by myself. Would perhaps any one of you be able to accompany me? You would be able to be back quickly. I'm sure the governor and the other guards, they would like to hear what is going on in the city. Perhaps we could give them news that would calm them.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right. Papers haven't been coming out here since the storm started. Could be nice, I guess. Well, nice to go out. And I genuinely feel like that because I do actually like going out into the weather and getting the fresh air, getting away a bit from the prison when I do get the chance. And I look at Michael. Hey, Michael, what do you say? Should we leave for a bit? The director seems really pleased and relaxed now, and seems like most of the people here have calmed down a bit as well.
I frown a little. I'm still not comfortable at all. Not comfortable at all with this cold. I look at my friend and I say, yeah, let's go with the priest. To see him out the gates at least, escort him outside? I'd like to look outside, yes. That'd be fine, let's do that. Let's do it now, actually. You get your stuff, sir, and we'll see you out now. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, just let me get my coat and I'll be ready. And I actually want to go up into my room and see if those boxes of whiskey and cigars are there, ready.
Yes. As you start to make your way back, you run into Dorsley. What is going on? Are you going somewhere?
Hello, Dorsley. No, well, it's just the chaplain. He's a bit worried about the weather and he wants a piece of news about what's going on. So we thought we might just escort him out. It's not like it's very pleasant outside, but seeing how things seem to be calmer in here now, maybe that'd be all right. You think you could sort of hold the line here for now?
Aye, that's all right. The weather is bad, and we do need news from the city. I'm getting concerned. I have never experienced anything like this. Yes, but do try to come back. The prisoners, they're unruly. We've calmed them down, but it can explode into some kind of riot pretty quickly, I think. So we need all hands on deck. So make it back quickly, yes?
All right. I guess we wouldn't want to stay out too long anyway. And I rubbed my hands together in the cold, and I... Seeing how Dorsley is a bit uneasy as well, it kind of rubs off on me a bit. It is a bit weird, everything. I wish it wasn't, though. I really wish it wasn't, because with all the other things that have been going so great, why would that have to be happening right now?
And you make it back to your room, and indeed, in there you find boxes of cigars and of that fine brandy that you were offered before. It seems as if the governor had perhaps had this prepared. He held his word.
I just can't help myself, but I crack open one of the boxes and I just take one of the bottles out and I just look at it. Oh, I'll be able to change my desk soon as well. Get one nice and shiny dark wood, perhaps like the,
just like the
like
governor. Yeah, just like him. One of those heavy oak desks.
People be coming into my room and they be smelling the cigar smoke.
Yes, you will be the true gentleman, yes. Your room will have the scent of empire. Indeed.
As I'm waiting outside with Wilson, it occurs to me to check my pocket watch, because I've realised I've kind of lost sense of time. Like, wasn't it just in the middle of the night? I mean, well, obviously no, midnight was when we put the prisoner downstairs, and then this must have happened a few hours later, but suddenly I find myself thinking of going out, like, what is the time?
You look at your clock that you have, and the time is 9 o'clock in the morning, and it is pitch black outside. You could swear that the time seems to be passing faster than it normally does.
I was gonna say, I find myself very surprised because it wasn't... Is it the morning? I guess it does make sense for us to go out. I put my pocket watch away because it kind of unsettles me looking at it, and I look to Wilson. Right, we'll see you to the gates and maybe see you a little way. Do we actually have any form of transportation at the prison, like a cart or something?
Yes, there's horses and a cart is available for you. Yes, you could borrow that one. Take the chaplain into town. That would certainly be a good use of that one.
It makes sense to me to do that because obviously it's not like we're going to walk the priest. This is important. So yes, we'll take the horse and cart. I go to get it ready.
Yes, and you move to the stables to make the cart ready, and yes, O'Connor, you have finished perhaps your business in your office, or what? Are you lingering there, studying the rewards?
Well, I sort of come back to the moment again, looking at my bed, and realised I didn't make it because I was in such a hurry getting out earlier because of the... Was that an earthquake? I don't know what the heavens that was. But I tried to get that, I tossed the bed sheets and quickly get into my uniform, having run around in my pyjama, just, with the first initial crisis that we had, or thought it would turn into. And I get ready as soon as I can, getting my truncheon in the belt, and right, I'm good to set out.
Yes, and you are all ready. The chaplain has gotten his coat on and his hat, and he's ready to move towards the city together with you. And who is driving the cart?
I shall drive the cart. After all, it's something I'm used to doing.
That is right. You are experienced in that role. That is certain. And you start to move along the road, and you notice that it isn't just darkness. No, there's more than darkness. There's fog on the road, a thick, smog-like fog. You know where you're going. You are following the road. You have a lantern with you to light the way up. You feel like the cold is dropping further. You start to lose your bearings, and the cart sort of jumps a little bit as you hit a rock of some kind. You feel like it would probably be best to stop before you perhaps run too far off the road.
I look out through the window as this fog or smog sort of intensifies, and I say to the priest, look, might well be what I said, some accident at the factories, right? Maybe it's just filled with... This must be coal or something.
Yeah, if you say so. I certainly hope that is the case. Have we stopped?
Why are we stopping? I lean out through the door.
The road. It just is unwise to travel too quickly in fog, Horse can get spooked. I'm starting to feel very unsettled by all this. I get off the cart and just take the lantern with me, and I just start inspecting the sides of the road. I know this route. Something doesn't feel right. What's going on?
Things are not right at all. And the chaplain also gets out of the cart, and you find yourself standing in a landscape of white freezing fog, and the black sun staring at you from the sky like the eye of a wrathful god staring at you. The chaplain looks up at it as if the sun has even grown further in size. It's covering most of the sky now. Christ be with you, Christ within you, Christ before you, Christ behind you.
I tuck
Christ
my
on your
coat
right,
in,
Christ on your left.
and I move to the road again. I start using the lantern to see the road more clearly. Like, how much more of this rocks are there?
There's no road anymore. Bind unto yourself the strong name of the Trinity by invocation of the same.
Is that the...
three in one?
Is that the moon?
One and three.
Is that the moon coming towards us? Do you think the moon is going to fall down?
Eternal Father Spirit, word praise the Lord of your salvation. Salvation is the Christ of the Lord. Amen.
Look, calm down,
Michael?
all right? Wilson, get a hold of yourself. All right, we'll turn back. We'll turn back. That's what we'll do. I quickly panic a little and look to where the road was just before. Is it still there?
You can sort of make out the road that you came from. That way, yes, perhaps that's the road back to the prison. Perhaps you can make your way back. You can hear something out in the fog. It sounds a metallic clanking noise. There's something that's moving out there. There's a noise that you've never heard before, like some kind of machine.
And I feel I'm getting goosebumps, and I'm not sure if it's because of the cold or if it's that chill that's running down my spine. I turn to Michael and I say, Michael, maybe we should just lead the horse and the cart for a bit, if you can't see where we're going.
No, we'll be fine. I get back on the horse and cart, and I start turning it around to follow the road back.
The metallic clanking noise is coming closer and closer.
I kind of spur the horse on, and in a moment of sudden panic, I just, come on, boy! Come on! Fast!
And the horses, they follow your orders, and you increase the speed of the cart, and soon before you is again the gates of the prison, the gates of home, the closest thing you have to that anyways.
I draw a sigh of relief as I open the door and look out at home, as it would be. Well, at least we made our way back. Good job there, Michael. I didn't think we would find it away.
It's fine, I know the road. I know the road. I'm looking very distracted, constantly eyeing behind us as I ride the horse quickly in through the gates that, weren't closed, because I didn't close them, so I guess no one's closed them, luckily. So we come in and I bring the horse in and quickly just jump off and go to close the gates.
Yes, and the guards with the Lee Mitford rifles in the towers, they sort of raise their hands to you in greeting.
Fog's getting thicker. Not safe to travel. How are things inside?
All right, yeah. It seems to be under control still, but good to have you back. This feels bloody unnatural, all this. And you find yourself standing by the door to the prison again. The chaplain, he sort of stutters inside. He kind of is jogging a little bit, almost just making a beeline for his office.
It occurs to me to look at my pocket watch. What's the time now?
It is 11 o'clock.
Do I think that's even possible? Like, at best we're on the road, 10, 20 minutes? Back and forth?
It wouldn't have taken that long, for sure.
I just sort of stare at my pocket watch.
Something wrong there, Michael?
Yes, O'Connor. Yes, there is. I sort of watch as Wilson sort of leaves us, and I go to O'Connor. I'm going to go see the prisoner. You coming? Go on, let's go and do a little check. Don't need to tell the governor or anything. Let's just go and have a little check.
Are you mad? The prisoner? We're not supposed to go near her.
And?
Well, we're going to do fine now, You should see in your room. You should see I've got cigars and brandy and everything,
There's more to life than cigars and brandy, O'Connor. Let's, look, here's the story if anyone gets us. We heard a noise, we heard chains, and, I make sure, those cells are old cells. They're secure, but, you never know. She's been unattended. It's a good, yes, I'm going to go and just do a patrol there. I'm not going to, just to make sure. He did say she needs to stay secure, so I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing. I just sort of start walking off, quite determined, quite distracted.
I feel I should check in with my boys at least to see that things are under control. Maybe I can cover for him if he goes away.
Yes, you could do that, certainly. You go to check in with your subordinate guards and make sure that the wings are secured, while Brown, you start to make it towards the new isolation cell at the storage room in the basement. You make your way down the narrow and low corridor to get to the isolation cell in the old storage room. You've passed by the other isolation cells, the one where Harry Barnes is still sitting. He gave you a look as you passed by, but didn't say anything further. There is ice here now. Everything is very cold. As if something has begun to change, and it started from here. Yes, it's as if the cold is coming from here. It's really freezing.
I start shivering. I pull my coat tight around me. How has the frost got down here? It's not normally where the frost comes from. at this time of year, is it?
You see that the walls of the corridor have also changed. You see metal bars, grids and girders in places where there used to be only earth. And you then see the door to the isolation cell, and you can hear whimpering from beyond it.
I very cautiously step forward up to the door, and I stop. I don't actually think I can open the door, because I don't actually think I have that set of keys on me, but that's fine. I don't need to open it. Right?
The door seems to be firmly locked, and from last you were here, there's a lock on here that you've never seen before. Your master key does not seem to be made for this lock, you think? No, this is a new lock.
That's fine, though. I wasn't going to open it. But didn't it, even for an isolation cell, wouldn't there normally be a little slide, to either look at the prisoner or sneak in some food or water? There's normally a hatch or some kind, isn't there?
There is, yes. There is a hatch for food at the bottom, so you can sort of push it in.
I'll open it ever so slightly, and doing my best to sound like my usual self. Oi, prisoner, how are we holding up in there, eh?
And you just hear this whimpering. It sounds like an old lady. Yes, an old woman whimpering. But it seems as if whatever pain she is currently experiencing is drowning out all other sensations. She's not replying to you, in spite of you waiting for some kind of reply.
I frown a little, and I kind of kneel down on the floor. It doesn't seem very seemly, but I'm just curious to get a proper look, because I didn't really get it before. And I look in, keeping a bit of distance, of course. I'm not an idiot, just in case, it's got some... I don't know why she would suddenly dart to the door, but you never know.
It's pitch black in there. Your lantern lights up the corridor around you, but it's as if it isn't able to really penetrate into the darkness of the isolation cell, as if it is too compact for your lantern's light to penetrate. But she is there.
Look here, you, I can get you something if you want. I'm good at that sort of thing. Doesn't have to be so bad in this isolation cell. You could have some... Have you been fed yet? I can get you you're entitled to, 1 ration a day.
And there is no reply.
I frown a little and I just bang on the door very loudly. Oi! Address me at least!
And there is nothing. There's only the whimpering of the old woman.
Ugh. I slam the thing shut and I make my way back upstairs, irritated, annoyed. I do, however, stop by Barnes for a moment. Barnes, did you see that frost coming in from the tunnels?
He just looks at you and smiles a really weird smile. What are you doing? What are you doing to us? This is you, right? Some new form of torture? Yeah? I have to commend your creativity.
What are you talking about, Barnes? I go to the cell. I'm perhaps a little closer than I normally would. Like, I generally look confused. What the hell are you talking about?
I've heard from the other prisoners. Yeah. The darkness and everything. You've convinced us that we've, ended up in hell? Is that it? Is that the story you're going with now? First you're trying to drown us and now convince us that we are in hell? Well, it's working. Good work.
Look, listen here, Barnes. Listen here. Whatever's going on, it's not us. I don't know what it is, alright? It's not us. Just keep your head, like...
Alright, Brown. I shall endeavor to do that. He says, and he smiles this really kind of creepy smile that he has.
I sort of step away, thinking to myself, what a piece of rubbish this man is, but no time to worry about him. I'll move away and go back upstairs.
You come back into the general prison, and you see your colleague guards. They are doing their rounds. It seems as if things have quieted down somewhat. Superintendent Clark comes up to you, and right as he does this, I believe that O'Connor, you were also in the vicinity.
And I nod towards Brown, towards Michael as he comes up, and I try to look inconspicuous, like, well, I wonder how that went. But I go over to the superintendent as he seems to want something.
Yes, and the superintendent is, of course, this small man with a big, massive beard. So jovial last time you met him, but now he seems generally worried. You went out there, right?
Yeah, we did.
What did you see?
Well, to be honest, I can't. It's like some sort of, I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. It was like some sort of, what do they call it, eclipse. But the moon was a bit bigger than it was supposed to. I don't know. The weird thing was though that, and I kind of try to stop myself because I'm blabbering away like a fool. Well, it was mostly foggy. We couldn't see really where we wanted to go. It was cold, so we decided to head back.
Oh, all right. But you didn't make it to the city then. That's a pity.
Well, unfortunately not, no, because we could use some news about what that earthquake was, for example.
Agreed. You see behind you guards that are carrying off furniture, the furniture that the governor ordered to be burned, furniture from the cells. There's something about the governor, the superintendent says, about the orders that he's giving. Nothing is like it should be anymore. And the food, he's cut the prisoners' food rations in half. That's the order that I've gotten. I mean, there will be more for us, but for them, they will die with so little food, especially in this cold.
Well, I don't know. He's been commended now. I mean, he's been given extra resources, and he's been doing really well for himself. I mean, things have only been getting better, and now I don't know. It feels a bit weird, but maybe he's going to get further results.
I don't know. And as you're standing there talking, your colleagues Dorsley and Taylor also come and join you. I take it the journey didn't go as planned.
No, there's too much fog on the roads. It's dangerous to travel. Maybe it's a storm coming. Just a thought. I know that the governor said all the furniture should be destroyed. Maybe just sneak a little into a storage room, because, I mean, there's no reason to... Like, that's just wasteful, right? Like, burning it all, that's money. Maybe just keep it on the low. Just to send it, just in case we need some spare furniture at some point, Yeah, don't need to burn it all. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, you don't know his plan. Maybe he's planning to get some new stuff, Maybe this is just some sort of, warning, gonna show them off how bad it could get if they don't behave. We'll still be doing our small encouragements and stuff to those that, behave nicely. We slip them a bit, maybe more of things. Maybe, maybe he's gonna get some new furniture.
Michael Brown, you tried to convince your colleague Dorsley about the furniture. I would like you to roll for influencing other to see if he heeds your words, or if he chooses to go with O'Connor's approach instead.
That would be a 9.
Dorsley looks at you, Brown. He sort of furrows his brow a little bit. But the governor gave clear orders. didn't he? That it should all be burned. We need to trust in the governor. He knows what he's doing. He's led us this far, yes? Yes, O'Connor, you have it right, yes?
Yeah, he did. I mean, yeah. What I wanted to ask, like, you fellas, Taylor, did you see if there was some kind of instigator doing this ruckus, or was it just general annoyance among the prisoners, do you know?
I didn't see none, but they might have reacted because of the earthquake. That's the only thing I can think of. Perhaps there's more. We should find out. We should ask hard questions. Yes, he has asked us to speed up the rehabilitation. So, yes, let us ask the tough questions. Huh? Yeah, he sort of seems to kind of be trying to give himself courage through this trying to push for this like hard action, and in that way kind of giving himself confidence in the situation that he's in, because you can see that he's not sure of himself, but these words seem to sort of calm him. He seems to have a mission now. So he nods at you enthusiastically, whereas Dorsley is frowning a little bit at you, Brown, but he quickly forgets about it. Well, we shall burn all the furniture, of course. We know what to do, and this will all be all right soon. It's probably just an accident or an eclipse or something like that. Yes, everything will be fine. Come on.
Yeah, just get rid of it.
I frown a little, clearly outnumbered in opinion, and I can't really think of any argument to make for my view. So I just nod. Yeah, sure, right. Yes, of course.
Clark nods to you, though, Brown, while the others are not looking. Sort of nods, like, yeah, you got that right. Thanks, sort of thanking you for trying to stand up for that, but you were seemingly unsuccessful this time. But it seems like you have an ally when it comes to that way of thinking.
And I'll sort of leave the group and start making rounds. As I do it, though, I'm constantly looking at the governor's office. Is he in there the whole time as the hours roll on?
The governor has been in there for as long as you've seen, and he... you see Stuart is still standing guard outside, of course. He seemingly always there. And there is someone that is entering his office now, though. It's the chaplain. He's being led there by a guard. Seems like there's some kind of appointment. Maybe he has been requested to go there. You see the chaplain entering the office. And the door closes.
I kind of, make my rounds take me in that direction.
Yes, and they do indeed take you in that direction, just as the meeting, which was not very long, has seemingly ended. Wilson comes out, completely quiet. The guard that led him there has already left. He is by himself. His face is as white as a sheet, and his eyes are empty. He just briefly looks towards you, and I'll be in my office, Brown.
You all right, Wilson? What were you talking to the governor about?
It's about the importance of us caring for the souls of the prisoners, aiding them in their rehabilitation. Yes, I shall go and pray to the Lord now. And he moves away, sort of not wanting to engage further with you.
I nod and I sulk a little. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I just go do my rounds for the day, but my attention is not on the job today.
No, it is not. And you go to do your rounds, and it is strange. Time, days, weeks? What is it? It just passes by in what feels like an instant, like the clock really has been sped up. The black sun, it rises and sets, and the piercing cold remains intense. You didn't mean for time to pass like this, but it does. The prisoners... They were complaining at first about the lack of food and the cold. But they've stopped complaining now. Even when they're being flogged and tortured, they have no energy to complain. But, you know, not a single person has died since the sun set. Since the new sun arose. Not one. That has never happened before. The guards have taken to drinking heavily expensive brandy, fine wines. It's as if everyone is just trying to forget about the world outside. No news is coming in and the fog is compact. Nobody talks about the things that have changed. And Brown, you're patrolling. Yes, you are, and everyone is armed at all times, and so are you. What do you do?
Wait, when was the last time I slept?
Oh, you must have slept last night. What? No, that was the earthquake. What? No. It's not right. Not right at all.
I go to my chambers, and I'm kind of looking around for O'Connor. Where's O'Connor?
O'Connor, you will find O'Connor. You are... What are you doing at this time, O'Connor? You're in your office.
Just like the rest of the guards, I've been taking to the bottle a bit. How things are going now? It's good. It's really good, yeah. And I've been trying to sneak myself one of the catalogues that the governor orders things from, that he probably had one left over with the superintendent. Or did I do that? I'm not sure.
Yeah, but the things that you want, they keep coming in. You spend the money that you get, and you have every luxury that you've ever wanted here. Everything is provided for you in this wonderful, wonderful place.
Yeah, and you see me sitting there by my desk, and I'm looking in a catalogue, and I'm looking at things that I could order now, because I've got more money, and I think more things could come in, and I could make this even nicer. And I'm a little bit drunk, a little bit tipsy, at least. You see my head is lolling a bit from side to side.
I smile at you in greeting. I look at the things in your room. When did he get those? Has he always had those? I look at the whiskey. I feel I'd like a glass, but I haven't had a drink yet. No, I haven't. I definitely haven't. Not since the earthquake. I have not. I've been patrolling. Maybe I could have one now. No, I won't have one now. No. I go up to O'Connor. O'Connor! How you alright today?
And I'm still eyeing my catalogue. Yeah. It's a good day today. I have been up early.
Yes. I go to my bunk area, my office, sort of step out, and I'm curious to look at my supplies, because I haven't touched any to my mind. How much whiskey do I have?
You have what you saw had been delivered. It doesn't seem as if you have been drinking anything. Just as you said, you have been patrolling. Yes, you have been keeping the prison safe and sound. Yes, that's what you have been doing.
I go to get a box. I pick up the box of, with a couple of bottles in it, and I go past O'Connor, and I go, you know what, O'Connor, here's a funny idea I've had. I'm going to give some to, my little good boy. He's been a good boy. I sort of do a shush, like, don't tell anyone. I just, what's the harm, eh? He's been behaving.
And I slapped down my catalogue on the table, just looking at you. You what? You're gonna... What, to the prisoners? Not that stuff.
Oh, you know what? It's Christmas soon. Why not? He's been good. He's helped me a lot. He has. I was going to do it. Why not, eh? Why not? Don't worry. He knows to hush about it.
So it's just still a waste. I don't know. What are you hoping to get from that? And I shake my head, but I kind of go back to my catalogue again. And I light up a cigar.
I watch him having his cigar, looking at his magazine, and it just feels... It just doesn't feel Right. It's not that I don't want to join in. It just doesn't. No. And I go and find my friend. I haven't seen him, but what harm could it do? Just to, this is what I do. You give them a little bit, and they give you something. That's how the prison works.
That's right. And as you're making your way over to your friend, in one of the cells that you pass by, the prisoners all of a sudden, they start going crazy. They're shaking the bars violently, and you're standing there. You still have your... Do you have your pistol or your rifle with you? Which one is it that you patrol with?
My pistol.
Yes, you have your pistol with you. They're shaking the bars. They're staring at you crazily.
Hey, calm down, lads. Calm down. What's all this? What's the problem?
And they're just screaming incoherent things at you, and you find yourself sort of taking a step backwards, perhaps not meaning to, and sort of scratch your arm a little bit on a piece of metal. You can feel... You look... Oh, man. You started to bleed. It's not that bad, but you're bleeding, though. Gotta do something about this.
Oh, God damn it. Fine. I kind of get distracted from what I was doing, and I go to the superintendent.
Why, what's going on down there? You see me standing up holding the rails from this second floor where I'm got my office. What are you doing?
I don't know, I just get some boys down here. The cell 20, they're just acting up. Just to deal with it. I don't have time to deal with this, and I just start making my way to the superintendent because I'll know he'll have access to the medical supplies or something just to quickly bandage up this cut.
Yes, and you start moving towards the superintendent. You're looking at the blood coming from your arm. It's a thin stream of blood, really, but there's something glimmering in it. Yeah, like a small sliver of steel in the blood.
I kind of look at it like, what? And then I kind of look away, like, don't know, just get to the superintendent. Let's just get this bandaged up. I don't have time for this.
Yes, and you come into the superintendent's office and you see him. He is loading a rifle, and he looks at you very determined. Brown. I'm gonna go talk to the governor, Brown. Bugger this. I'm going to change things forcibly, if I have to. I have to change here. You know that, right?
Well, I agree, but I'm a little conflicted because part of me was thinking I wanted to not see the governor, but I just wanted to get in his office. That's what I wanted to do, wasn't it? I just wanted to get in his office. You know what, Clark? I'll come with you. Would you just... I've got a little cut here. Would you mind just a quick bandage for me? And you know what? I'll come with you. Good idea. And I put down the whiskey case for now, frowning that I really wanted to give it away. But no, I had no time now.
Yes, and the superintendent seemingly calms down, momentarily at least, as he bandages your cut. And then he is back again, determined, picks up the rifle. Well, Brown, are you ready to go? We need to talk sense into the governor. Things have to change.
Certainly. Yes, of course. Hang on. And as I'm going, I go, O'Connor, I just call out, like, get over here.
And you see me, I still stand there by the rail. I started barking out orders, but I'm standing there quite sloppily, not my shirt tucked in, having a cigar in my hand, shouting orders at guards below to keep check of the people there. Looking messy, looking a bit, like I said, tipsy. And I look over at you and think, what? What's going on now?
Just get over here. Come on. Do something. You've been sitting on your ass all day.
I just tuck my shirt in and I come over and I toss my cigar aside. You clean that up, and I tell one of the cleaners.
As he comes over, I say, look, O'Connor, hello. Me and Clark are just gonna... Clark just wants to have a word with the governor, yes? A little word. And I thought we should, give him some support, because, I know you think things are fine, but there's things that aren't fine. There's, well, for example, there's this frost in the basement. It's not supposed to be there. We haven't heard word for days, and I just feel we need the governor to sort of say something. He's been in his office this whole time. He needs, he used to come out and, do stuff. We kind of need a bit of leadership at the moment, and I don't really think he's doing his best.
I fold my arms during this, and I squint at you suspiciously, and then after you finish, though, I pause for a bit and I say, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we should know what's going on, If we should know what this is about, what's going on outside the prison, it's not completely right, We're doing a nice job here. We should be, we should be recognised a bit, I think.
I smile and nod, even though I don't really care about any of that. I'm like, yeah, I just want him to snap out of this and focus. Yeah, that's right, O'Connor. Even more rewards. All those lovely rewards you've been getting. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't need more. I'm doing all right. It's just, people outside knowing what we're doing. I don't know if they do, because I don't know what they're doing, because we're not getting any news, right?
No, we're not.
That bit ain't right.
I haven't got my Strand magazine for and I sort of just trail off for
You've been reading that same one for now, what? Months? Has it been months?
It's not really clear, is it? There's calendars in the prison, but it's as if people have stopped marking them. It's really not clear when this is. It's the same, though. It's cold and dark outside, and things move on, and yes, the prison is the prison.
So, Clark, come on then, let's go, but I lean over, do keep it together, right? Don't go crazy or anything.
All right. Well, I shall go speak to him. He moves up towards the governor's office, and Stuart is standing on guard outside, as he always does. Well, boys, I would be okay if you wait out here. Or would you like to come inside?
I'll come in with you, Clark. Moral support and all that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I want to know what's going on as well,
Stuart looks at the three of you. You are here to see the governor?
Yeah. How you doing, Stuart?
Yeah, I don't know. I was supposed to go see my sister and her child, and then I don't know, time just flew by. But I've kept the office safe, though. Yeah, he's inside. He goes to knock at the door. Governor, you have guests. Is it all right if I let them in? And you hear mumbling from inside, seemingly affirmative. He says that you can come in.
Good work, Stuart, good work. And I go into the office and start looking around.
And I sort of pat my clothes and straighten my back a bit, trying to look a bit more formal, and make sure I don't, I just feel my... Yeah, I did shave this morning, didn't I? I didn't think I did. Let's go in.
Yes, and you move into the office, and as always, the smell of Seymour's office hits you, and the cigars and the brandy. This elegant room with the heavy oak furniture, and this big desk and the several cupboards that dominate the room, and then the governor sitting behind his desk, like he seemingly always is. He's touching the cards, he's arranging them, and he looks up at you. Ah, you must have something on your mind. He rises up, and again, he sort of towers above you. Even though he's just standing by the desk, you feel like you have to look up at a really uncomfortable angle for your neck.
Well, hello, Governor. Things have been going very nicely. I must commend you for the new rules.
What are you saying, O'Connor? And Clark steps up. Governor, this is not acceptable. The prisoners, they're dying. You're killing them. Without food, without any heat. I mean, they're all going to be dead within days if we do not stop this. I've come to put an end to this. You hear? To put an end to it. And you see him sort of start touching his rifle that he's seemingly been able to bring inside, as if Stuart missed that. I've come to stop you, Governor, he says, and the governor looks at him with steely eyes, and then he looks at the two of you as if he's wondering what you are going to do in this situation, if you are here to deliver Clark to him, or if you are here to support him. What will you do?
I sort of clear my throat quite loudly. Clark, come on now. That's a little. What? Forgive him, Governor. He's not been very well lately, and I sort of just reached like Clark. But look, we came here to talk. We didn't come. You can put that down for now. Come on, put that down for now. What you playing at?
You see, Clark, he's sweating profusely. He's like trying to lift the rifle. You see how he's like trying to use his every muscle to seemingly lift the rifle, but it's as if he can't. And the governor looks at you, Brown. I had my doubts about you, but it seems as if you, as if you see the wisdom in what I'm trying to do here. Yes, we should have no violence here, certainly. Although there must be consequences for barging in like this and making demands, right, O'Connor?
I hold up my hands defensively, and I'm like, oh, well, we just came in here because you...
Don't worry, O'Connor. I have no issue with you. No, you simply delivered a person who would become a problem for us. He has been on my mind for some time now. He will stand in the way of the important work that we are trying to do here, and I think we must make an example of him, the governor says, and he sort of straightens his back and towers even more in front of you. O'Connor, why don't you take Clark here to the courtyard, and why don't you flog him? Could you do that, yeah? You could flog him until not a single piece of skin remains on his back, and then you can lock him up in an isolation cell for me. Could you do that for me, O'Connor? Make an example of this man.
Now, hang on, Governor. That's you can't do that. It's insane, sir. Like he's acting a bit out of sorts, but that's not that you can't be. I'm kind of stuttering a little, and I'm constantly just watching him, but I'm then keep looking at the table. I keep looking at those cards and him, and trying to see, like, does he move away at all as this is going, or is he still just standing firm behind that desk?
He is standing firm behind that desk as if those cards are very important to him, seemingly. And he looks at you with his steely eyes. Brown, I'm disappointed in you. I thought you were a winner, a man with guts and fire in your blood, who dared to take what he wanted. Can you not even carry out this simple order?
I'm not saying I'm defying your orders, sir. I'm just saying there's no sense to them.
And I'm firing my gun.
That is it. Or is it? This is indeed the last episode of Taroticum that will be released for free in our main feed. But you can go to Patreon already today and subscribe at the $5 level to hear episode 4 right now. This will also get you access to our Q&A show, Ask for the Moon, as well as our second bonus campaign, Emissary Lost for Coriolis. On the $10 level, you can get access to 5 raw play sessions of Taroticum, allowing you to experience the adventure far in advance of everyone else. The support isn't just about getting extra content though. Your backing is crucial for us to keep the show going and to dedicate time to it. Every episode we release takes about 8 hours to complete, without factoring in GM prep or actual playtime. This is time that has to be found within the constraints of normal adult life, work, and family. Every dollar helps us to dedicate more time to this project, as at least 2 of us are working part-time or on a freelance basis. It also gives us so much energy to see that support so directly, and brings a lot of joy to us. Please consider backing the show, and see you on Patreon.